Mary Beth from stampinwithmb.com. I'm so glad you're able to join me today. We're going to be doing a little simple stamping, maybe just a little bit more than simple stamping, but I hope you enjoyed the video that I'm going to share with you today, and we'll catch you at the tail end of it. Today we're going to make this simple little birthday card just using a few elements, and the star of the show is going to be the Picture Perfect birthday stamp set, as well as the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper that you can find in the Occasions catalog. You can also find this baker's twine in this very same catalog. Now all the elements in this catalog, the DSP and the baker's twine and the stamp set, are going to be available to us until the end of May, and I hope to show you a few ways that you can take advantage of even the simplest pieces of that suite. Inside we have a little greeting from Picture Perfect Birthday, and we're going to stamp this one up for you. So let's get started. So we are going to start with our Whisper White card base. This is the thick card base, and it is 8.5 by 11, scored at 4 1/4. You know, this is one of our typical card base sizes. We are going to use a layering base of Berry Burst, and this is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 inches. I have a piece of the Needle Nook Designer Series paper cut at 3 inches by 3 1/4 inches. I have a scrap of Whisper White that this is approximately 2 inches by 3 inches. It doesn't have to be exact because we are going to be cutting this out with the punch. And I have some baker's twine. I believe this is Old Olive that comes with the Needlepoint Nook set. I have 28 inches of this because we're going to wrap it around our layering piece several times. And of course, we're going to use Berry Burst as our ink. So let's get started stamping. So here is my piece of Whisper White, and we are going to be using Berry Burst. I've got the old stamp sets. I'm going to replace mine as I can. But it's certainly fine to use your old stamp sets and add to the new ones as the new colors come out. So I'm going to ink up my Celebrate the Good Stuff and give this a good press kind of in the middle of that Whisper White. I'm going to continue my stamping on the inside so that we can get our ink all closed up. So I've got my card base, and I'm taking Today We Celebrate the Wonderful Fabulous You. I cannot tell you how many times I have used this greeting on the inside of my card. It is really nice. Make sure I've got good coverage on my ink. I'm going to go kind of to the top and give that a good press. We're going to close our ink up and get to assembling our card. We are going to stamp this out with our pretty label punch, and I have it upside down so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to slide this in here, and because this is really a little tight, but I think I've got all the letters there. Yes, I do. And I'm going to punch this out. Now, we can't just have a naked little label there, so we're going to actually take our layering piece and make double use of this. We're going to punch out. Now, notice I'm keeping this so that I will have a 1/4 inch border. I'm going to stamp out, not stamp out, I'm going to punch out 2 pieces of the Berry Burst and put this aside. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy scissors. I'm going to cut 1 in half. I'm going to take the other one and cut it the other way. We're going to take some adhesive. Now, once again, I've told you before, I use Fast Fuse, which is retired. I just happen to have a lot of it. So I'm going to use what I have. You would use snail or Tombow. A lot of people call that green glue. But, So we now have adhesive on all of our layering pieces, and I am just going to line this up and give myself a nice little border and adhere that. Come around with my second piece for the bottom, and I make sure that they're even. Take my side pieces and line that up. We'll have a little bit of a scallop here. That's okay, that provides nice interest. So we're going to adhere our scallop on our side, and let's make sure that we're all tucked in there. And do the same on the other side. Let's make sure we're straight, that we're not seeing our slip showing, so to speak, for those of you who remember that. Okay, so there is the front greeting. We are now going to take our piece of designer series paper with our baker's twine, and we are going to give that a couple of good twirls around the card. I like to tie a little knot. Let's get this up a little bit higher. I'm going to tie a knot. Now a little point that you may not know about me, I was in a very bad car accident 20 years ago. And in that car accident, I severed the nerve, the median nerve in my right hand. And I spent 3 years relearning to use my right hand. So for those of you who've got arthritis, and as some of our stampers are a little bit older, we struggle a little bit with the use of our hands, but I'm here to tell you it can be done if you are patient. So let's make a little bow here. Once you have your bow about where you want, I'd suggest coming in with a glue dot and just kind of trying to secure this a little bit. We're going to take our scissors and just cut off the ends here to make this kind of nice. There we go. So there is our layering piece with our bow, all nice and tidy. Now let's put our Celebrate You on the front of this card before we continue our layering. I'm going to take a couple of stamping dimensionals, get them to the back of my greeting. Have you ever found the back of dimensionals all over your house? I was vacuuming yesterday. I had them downstairs. It's crazy. I don't do any stamping in the downstairs of my house. They're everywhere. So anyway, let's snap our greeting onto our layering piece. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to turn this over, come back with my adhesive, and you're going to see that we're taking this layering piece where we've got our punches out, and we are going to layer this right on top. You'll never know that we made double use of this paper. Now I'm going to repeat again for those of you who've watched a video of mine before. Line up the bottom, line up the side, looks pretty good, and then adhere the rest of it. We're now going to bring in our card base that's been stamped. Now just watch what you're doing here. You want to make sure that you are going to adhere this to the proper orientation on the inside of your card. You don't want it upside down. That would be bad. So let's go ahead and get some more fast fuse on the back of this layering piece. Come back in with our card base. Get it lined up where you want. Make sure you've got the right space on both sides of the card. Looks pretty good to me. Let's kind of make sure we're straight. And there you go. What a cute little card. So now you've got Celebrate the Good Stuff, and today we celebrate the wonderful, brilliant, fabulous you. Nice little birthday card for Erin. Once again, happy birthday, Erin. It's happy birthday to me. This is going to be a great little card to send her. Thanks again for watching. Once again, my name is Mary Beth with stampinwithmb.com. If you want to purchase any of the elements or the items that you've seen in this card, number one, you are going to see all the items listed on my blog, as well as a link to the left of the page that says that you can go purchase here. So just hit that link. You'll go directly to my store and you can purchase any of the elements and the items that you've seen in this cute little card. Thanks and have a great day. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that little video. I think that card was cute and I think you would probably enjoy making it too. If you would like to see more videos on my YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button and at the bottom hit the little bell, and that will send a reminder to you every time I have posted a new video. Now I'm ramping up. My goal is to at least get one video out a week, just on some simple stamping, maybe a tip video or two, and then I'm going to be building this up. But once again, subscribe and hit the button and you'll be reminded every time I post a video. Also, don't forget to visit my blog at stampinwithmb.com. Peruse some of the projects I've done. I'm going to be loading more. You will find the directions to this video, and I hope that I see you soon for my next video. You have a great day. Thanks.